We have an Acer aspiring to go to the landfill 5517.
Emotional, damn it!
Quick glance notes, this laptop fell victim to those weird cooling pad thingies that barely worked half the time. You can tell because of all the little implanted like dust circles, and this isn't like surface dust, this is like caked on, you know, like that's gonna take some work to get off. But just judging by the rest of the laptop, I'm not gonna worry about that. No drive bay, no RAM bay, duct tape over what I'm assuming is the Windows sticker, and I'm assuming it's not.
Nope.
Yeah, we're not getting that sticker back, and something serial might be under there, I don't know. Super crusty keyboard, missing a key, otherwise, I mean, okay, I guess. It looks like someone took sandpaper to the laptop, because it's got multiple scratches all over the place. You know what? This keyboard actually kind of sounds decent. The spacebar's okay. Let's play Guess What's Wrong with this side of the laptop. This USB port just does not exist anymore, and this one is having some serious complications, but might work? I don't know, but it don't look like it's going to. The worst part about these USB ports being broken too is that they are the only ones on this entire laptop. There are no other USB ports. This laptop does have an SD card reader, so maybe we can install something on this SD card. I'm thinking Zorin OS probably, because I don't know if this thing can run anything else. Big surprise I learned about this laptop. I got this in e-waste first off, like a little background, but this battery is a replacement battery, and actually it's a recent one. According to the manufacturer date, I don't remember where it was, but it's from like 2022, so it's not that old, and it does work. I did also manage to find the laptop with an AC adapter. I just noticed this, but what is going on? What is going on in there? I don't know what that is, but it's, I'm just gonna... This is me not doing that. There we go. This crusty dusty thing isn't gonna be like, you know, a gaming computer or anything like that, but it'll compute, I think. It currently has one stick of something. I'm assuming DDR1 because of how old it is. We've got, yeah, DDR1, 1 gigabyte, so a whole bunch. I'm gonna rectify this problem first try. What is this? First try. I feel like this is just a very barbaric tab system. Okay, that's on the floor now. We're just gonna do this one first. Cause I can't get it in here. You've gotta go under it and then push it in. And okay, now it's stuck. Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this bottom one is missing like a plastic piece that goes on the edge that kind of guides it, but it's supposed to, I think, just go in like, oh yeah, like that. Okay, it wasn't that complicated. And then this one should be pretty easy. Boom, done. As for another upgrade, I was going to use this 850 EVO. It's a 250 gig one, and you know, it's an okay drive. It'll make it a lot faster, but I figured I want to try to like keep it period correct, I guess, and maybe use a hard drive. Now, in this video, you may have noticed that I've never actually shown the covers, and you may think that I just took them off, you know, for the video and stuff, but both of them just don't exist. So to like hold this in place and to solve my problem, I've expertly cut out this piece of, you know, cardboard, and I got some tape, and we're just gonna go just like that, and that's good enough. Now that it's all together, let's solve a problem. So there's no USB ports, right? So I can't use any of these, but I have one of these. But my main computer is actually too new to, you know, use one of these, and I don't have a computer that has, you know, one of these that actually works, but I do have one of these. If I just plug this into here, then I can just download, you know, the operating system onto it, and then just take this and plug it into the front of the computer, and that should be it. It will probably be an extremely slow installation, but I mean, it'll work. Zorin OS is now installed, and it actually didn't take that long at all. Tested this laptop before, but I haven't turned it on in like 2 months, so let's see if it does anything. Attempt number 2, I turned it on. Nothing's happening still, so... Why did it break, you know, as I'm filming the video? It was working perfectly fine before. Diagnostic time. So here's my expert diagnostic. So this is the original RAM stick. This worked originally in the laptop perfectly fine before I put in a 2nd gig of RAM, then it stopped working. So logically, that must mean this is the culprit. Or it could have just stopped working altogether, but it's probably likely this. It turns out I did actually have another 2 gig stick right here. This is actually, I think it's the same exact thing, but let's test that and see if it works. Third moment of truth. Was it the RAM stick? I missed. Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, it was. Now to just spam F2, and it should do something. It did something. Got ourselves an Athlon TF20 at 1600 megahertz. Ooh, OptiArc. That sounds interesting. It's probably not, but you know, it sounds interesting. 3 gigs of memory and 256 megabytes of video memory. I'm spamming F12 because I think that's the boot menu device. Yeah. Yes. Let's see if it detects. And is it this one? Let's go with that one. I don't know. It was. That doesn't look good. I don't know what this is trying to tell me, but it don't look good. Firmware, oh, okay. I was trying to read that. Rude. I'm seeing a bunch of OKs, so I can only assume that it's working? I don't know. We got a desktop. Well, we have a wallpaper. What's a good name for this computer? I'm thinking fits perfectly. 1, 2, 3, 4. That took like an hour and 20 minutes to install. I started this at like I don't know, 11 something. It's now 12:26. It's that spinning circle again. Okay.
20 minutes later.
All right, and just like that, we've got Zorin OS Lite. It's only mildly slow. We are running on full battery, so hopefully that, lasts, and we are connected to the Wi-Fi. Real-time test time. Can it Firefox? It sure can. This is PCBWay, today's video sponsor. You see I'm running it on this dinosaur, and it's actually working mostly perfectly fine. If you don't already know about PCBWay, well, they do PCB prototyping, they do, 3D printing, they do CNC, they do all kinds of things. And prices for a lot of things aren't even that bad. PCBWay also beats competition almost every single time. They have fair pricing, no minimum requirements, free DFM check, 24-hour customer service, which is actually very helpful, return and refund, and on-time shipping. So yeah, if you ever be looking for any of the mentioned services, then PCBWay is the site for you. New users also get a $5 coupon. Okay, so I clicked on YouTube like 25 seconds ago, and it just now loaded all the icons in that corner. So it took I don't know, it took quite a long time to actually load YouTube, and also the battery is draining quite fast. I unplugged it like 3 minutes ago, and it's at 95%, which I mean isn't terrible, but it's not good. Okay. Well, it's frozen on this ad, so here is it struggling at oh, it went to 720p. It's struggling. I feel like 360p is worse than 720p. I did manage to find a basic display driver for this thing that's going to work, so we're going to try classic.minecraft.net and see how well that, does. It's probably not going to do it at all, but, I guess we'll see. Okay, I am honestly surprised that managed to do anything at all. I have newer computers that couldn't even do that. Oh my god, it's actually running this? Given this game isn't very hard, but it was struggling with YouTube at 360p. I mean, it's like 10 FPS, but it's playable. I think it's safe to say, though, that if you do have an old laptop and you want to use it for something like this, just get an SSD, because this SSD, even with 3 gigs of RAM, would make this thing so much faster. That is hot to, I cannot hold that. This entire thing is, burning hot. I don't think, either this fan is not working or there's something wrong with the cooler, but anyway, we're just gonna, like that. Okay, this is Zorin OS installed on the SSD, and oddly enough, classic.minecraft.net is running worse than it was on the hard drive. So is it now usable? Technically, yes, depending on what you use it for, but I mean, yeah. If you've watched all the way to the end of this video, stay tuned for when I try to install other random things on this. I'm thinking Android. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And maybe even Mac OS, who knows? I'm gonna use this laptop until it just doesn't work anymore. For now, it's working fine, but I will use it until it doesn't. If you liked the video, then subscribe, because that would be pretty cool. I've got 1560 right now, so that's pretty cool, So yeah, subscribe for other computer things.